Peninsula.
Female called 911, said that a male's chasing her with a knife.
The summer night heats up for Trooper Joseph Miller.
Run from me, you're going to jail, guaranteed. Hey, you! It's not only 40-foot pursuit, too. Get on the ground, no, you're on the ground!
And in the Matsu Valley,
If he's a dangerous individual, obviously you gotta expect that he's going to be armed.
Alaska's men in blue are hot on the trail of a robbery suspect.
Keep going. Missed her by 30 seconds.
He said to shield his family, so we're going to kind of get ready for someone that's going to be coming out here shooting.
And when a barricaded man stops talking and starts firing,
We got a gunshot inside his residence.
Troopers Hayes and Colley move in.
Get back! You're fine! Come on, everybody on the ground! Why would anybody have called 911 and described you?
This is
You never know if we're gonna run into a bear.
Alaska State Troopers.
If it's gonna be me or the animal, I'm gonna win every time.
Slow down, 140. Go ahead with Randy.
Receiving a 911 from a female that the male chasing her with a knife. She does advise she's at a campground. The male wears overall shaved head.
Female called 911, kind of in the area that we're at. Said that a male's chasing her with a knife.
She advised she was at the northwest on exit glacier and over exit glacier.
The call's deep in the woods, not the ideal locale for Trooper Miller's vehicle.
That's going to be, they can't bury down there by the creek. There may be some ground clearance issues in the Crown Victoria. I can try to get back in. Somebody with an expedition might start responding this way as well.
I'll try and get further.
Definitely the time of night that generally a lot of people out are up to no good.
He was responding to a big guy with a knife chasing a male now.
We're at Charlie 60 and Charlie 50 now.
10-4. Shut down and get in the area. We don't spook him.
40 market here, we're gonna have to walk in.
So 40 will be on foot. You want to check this side? I'm going to check this one over here. Watch it right. Slow down, 140. You hear anybody yelling on 911?
Unknown.
There's somebody coming out. Let me see your hands. State trooper, come here right now. Hey, you! Get on the ground, no, you get on the ground! It's not 140, let's go. Get on the ground, now everybody on the ground! You're fine, hey, get back! See, everything okay? Back up, get back.
It's okay, it's okay. Hey, the cops in here, they're going to take care.
Troopers can't ID who ran from them. Now they're chasing answers.
What's been going on?
I'm his best friend, and I've been trying to stop him.
All right.
If he stays here, he's going to hurt somebody. He's going to hurt somebody bad.
Campers single out a man matching the description called in to 911.
He's had like 3 fights. He's picked up. This is the guy.
This guy right here? Turn around, face the vehicle. You, back up.
I was just...
So I forgot what's going on here. You're going handcuffs, you understand? Right, you're not interested this time. I'm just detaining you. All right. Where's the knife at? Outer pocket. Is it in your inner pocket or your outer pocket? Outer pocket.
There you go. I was standing there.
Okay, well, it's not in there now. Where might it be?
It was on the outer pocket.
How many times have you had it out tonight?
Never.
Never?
I've had it in my inner pocket all night. I don't know how to help you guys out.
You can help me out by telling me the truth about why you had your knife out.
I did not have my knife.
Then where's your knife at?
I don't understand. I don't think I even did anything wrong.
Why would anybody have called 911 and described you and said that you're out here causing problems?
I have no idea.
You have no idea. Yeah. Yep. Stand tight. What's the story of the girl that was laying on the ground crying? Okay, that's what I'm talking about. You guys called 911, right?
Yeah.
All right, Nancy, what's going on?
Dude came out of the woods with a knife.
Okay, what did he say when he came out with the knife?
I have a knife. I have a knife.
Okay, was he?
I have a knife.
Who was he talking to? Do you know?
I don't know, but we ran. And then we just heard screaming, and I ran over, and I guess he was on the other side of that car wrestling a girl or something, and then you guys all showed up.
The guy that I had handcuffs over, you see who I was talking to? Okay, and that's the guy that had the knife?
It's absolutely the guy.
Okay. You're under arrest for disorderly conduct.
Yeah, that's what I did, bro.
Well, okay, I saw enough when I got here to establish that you're definitely creating a disturbance in public. There may be some more serious charges. You understand that?
Whenever somebody pulls a knife on people and they feel fear, that's a high-level assault in Alaska. The only option I had was what I saw in a low misdemeanor of disorderly conduct. That's ultimately what I had to arrest him for, because either the 2 eyewitnesses that called 911 or any other witnesses in the area, nobody would step forward to press charges for an actual assault.
Okay. Well, you still see what I was saying before about the fact that your knife is missing. That's kind of unusual if you didn't ever take it out.
Are you sure it's missing?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident, unless it's either tucked away into your buttocks or it's down in your boot or something. But we'll get you searched a little bit better when we get down to the jail.
Out of the woods and north to urban Fairbanks, the danger turns from a knife to a loaded gun.
1131, go ahead.
His father, he's out the pedigree center, has loaded 38 revolver. He went to grab it. He started yelling at us for a cheer at us, yanked his gun away.
So he currently has the 38 and got it away from him.
That's correct. He currently has the gun.
So it sounds like there was a fight between a daughter and a dad. Dad went for a gun. He's off his medication. He has mental health issues.
This critical call suddenly goes from bad to worse.
Body 31 sounds like multiple gunshots in the residence.
Hopefully we can get there before things get any worse. 3123.
On scene, the daughter bolts the house to the safety of the troopers.
Hi, man. What's going on tonight?
I realized he was living today, and there was a gun on the table, and I tried to pick it up, and he flipped out and just yelled at him, and then he started throwing stuff and yelling and screaming.
Okay.
I don't think that he would ever intentionally hurt me, but he's so drunk that I don't know what to do.
Is he not in your house right now?
It's in the back of my house.
Okay. I got another trooper that's responding, and I'm going to wait for him, and then we'll see if we can get him to put down the gun, and we'll just talk to him.
As Trooper Hayes waits for backup, the man calls dispatch with a message.
Yeah, he just told me to give him 10 minutes and try to get me to promise that we would shield his family. And he started to cry and never hung up the phone.
He said to shield his family. So we're going to kind of get ready for someone that's going to be coming out here shooting. So anybody that starts crying and is having mental issues, you never really know what they're going to do. So we're going to get ready for the worst situation.
Soon probably come out the front door. We got a unit at the back. I want to move to that corner over there. That way I have better eyes on. I just don't want to have any crossfire.
They fan out. The man gave troopers a 10-minute deadline, but he jumps the gun.
That's all the last flash inside the house.
We got a gunshot inside of the residence. It just sounded like another gunshot.
All troopers can do now is wait for the man's next move.
Hello?
Door's open. Hey, we got contact at the back. Let's let the dog out. 17 be advised, this dog's really aggressive.
Hello? Are you going to ignore me or what?
Hey, trooper, put your hands up, sir.
I got a gun, I'm loaded, I'm armed. Are you going to ignore me or what?
Put your hands up.
You got a clear shot.
Stay on the ground, sir.
Yeah. I got a gun, I'm loaded, I'm armed. Are you going to ignore me or what?
Troopers give the man their full attention.
Stay on the ground, sir.
Yeah.
Put your hands up, sir. Put your hands up.
Yeah. I don't want my dog killed. I'm not going on the ground because you're just going to crash me or something.
Get down on the ground.
You got a clear shot.
Get down on the ground. You got cover?
Guns down.
Put the gun down, is that on?
Put your hand behind your back.
Put your hand behind your back.
Once in cuffs, the man suddenly cooperates.
Not interested in being confrontational at all. Not necessarily the best idea.
Trooper Hayes seizes the moment. And the man's gun.
This is the firearm that was involved. It's a Colt. There was multiple ammo inside of the residence as well. He came out with this multiple times. He obviously intended to use it tonight. He said if he wanted to kill us, he would have killed us. Good thing he decided not to come out shooting.
220 miles south in Palmer, Trooper Jared Knoll and Sergeant Tony Wagson track down a suspected home invader.
We are headed to a residence in Palmer, looking for a female with an arrest warrant. She's also the suspect in an armed robbery. She and 4 others kicked in the door of a house, held the owners at gunpoint while they took some items. She's a dangerous individual. She's unstable. Come into contact with her multiple times. And have to use the utmost caution with her. Expect that she's going to be armed and use that weapon if we come in contact with her.
They track down the woman's last known location.
Mac, I'm on B45, both units, 1023. It's going to be the one on the other side of this yellow house. Second one over here? Yeah. She hangs with the dangerous crew. The people she's with keep hiding her, so hopefully they don't expect us in the middle of the day.
Someone's inside.
Strong odor of marijuana. Hey, how's it going? We're looking for...
I have no idea who that is.
You don't?
I do not know her.
Who else in the house right now?
Me and my brother.
We know you guys are dating. So where is she?
I was hanging out with her out in Big Lake. And
In Big Lake?
Yes.
We're in Big Lake.
At the dance. We were hanging out in the hotel, and she took off on foot. Okay, I swear to God, I've been here ever since. All right, we will.
Thanks, bud. I think he's dropping Big Lake to throw us off our trail. It's probably in the Butte. No, I'm gonna head to the Butte. The story he gave us, we believe, is something to throw us off our trail and keep us away from where she actually is staying. We're gonna cruise the area, see if we can locate her or the suspect vehicle. That 10-3 to me.
The trooper's hunch is on the money.
Sergeant Wagson just saw the suspect pass him in her vehicle. Hopefully she doesn't collude. We're gonna try to catch up. Don't want her to see me run a code to catch up and then have her spook and take off.
But before Trooper Knoll can get there,
Maybe 83 all the way to the main drag in Palmer.
Alright, so she eluded him.
I'm 99% sure that was her.
and she's in the wind.
We're in a section of the valley that has a lot of dead-end roads, and some are as long as 15, 20 miles long. So there's tons of places for her to stash the truck and hide. Basically, I'm just going to look for the most convenient spots for her to go to and trust that she wants to take the easy route.
Noel scours the area. No luck. But a few hours later, he gets his first break.
Here's an F-150. Is this the vehicle?
He spots a truck matching the one that eluded Sergeant Wagson.
1B11, 1B45. I'm in the parking lot of the Green Star, if you could advise. AST me.
10-4, do that.
She's not the one we're looking for.
But Noel thinks she might know where the suspect is.
How you doing? When was the last time you saw? What's that? A few days ago? Hey, what if I told you somebody saw you guys yesterday at 6 o'clock? Right here in front of the Green Star.
I wasn't in front of the Green Star at 6 o'clock yesterday.
Across the street.
I was nowhere there at 6 o'clock.
When were you?
I wasn't across the street yesterday.
Noel's not buying it.
Don't get in the car and drive off, right?
I'm not.
Okay. All right, sit tight. I think she's in the store right now.
Backup arrives, and the troopers get down to business.
This is the car that was driving earlier. I think she's in the store now.
Or I can watch her if you remember what she looks like.
Yeah.
Noel sweeps the store.
There's a couple of closed doors. Could you show me the back door back here?
Meanwhile, outside,
You have a weapon? No, don't reach for it. What kind of weapon is it? Okay, get out of that. Did you tell Trooper Noel about that? Oh, no, but I just know. You know you must move it? I'm going to secure that. It's not stolen or anything? No.
while Trooper Hess secures the weapon, Trooper Noel turns to the store clerks for a lead.
Hey, how's it going? You know, right?
Yes, I do.
Was she here about 5 minutes ago?
I can do videos for surveillance.
Could you?
What kind of truck was it?
Well, it's that gold F-150 that's still out there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yep, that's her.
Okay. Want me to pay for it again?
Yeah, if you could do it slow. Yep, there she is. Yep, that's her.
Trooper Jared Noel is on the heels of his robbery suspect.
Was she here about 5 minutes ago?
I can do video surveillance.
Could you? If you could do it slow. Yep, there's her. Yep, that's her. Thank you.
Armed with the new evidence, Trooper Knoll confronts the friend one last time.
Okay, your last chance. Tell me the truth or you're going to jail for hindering prosecution. We have her on video coming out of your truck. Where is she now?
She told me that she was getting dropped off here and that she was going to meet up with one of her baby daddies.
Don't give me some...
I don't know. That's all I know.
She won't tell us where she went. Missed her by 30 seconds. We've got her on video coming out of the truck.
The video shows her stepping out of the truck, but it doesn't catch her leaving.
Could you tell where she went once she got out of the truck?
She got out of the vehicle, talked to somebody in that big red truck that had the dual pipes, and we think she got in there.
Okay.
Knoll hits the streets again, looking for a red truck.
Unit to 1060, 10 from the green store.
We got a safe assault and be looking for a ready vehicle last
At this point, we're just hoping to get lucky. I mean, she knows this area pretty good, so she's not going to be found easily now with the head start that she has. Wait. There it is. 1B11, 1B45.
He spots the truck parked in front of a house.
This is Rez right here.
But before troopers get to the door, the suspect's ex heads them off.
Got some warrants for her left, so you can... My preference would be she comes out to us.
She'll come out to you. Mainly, she was just down here because we ain't together. But she came down to see about.
How old's the daughter?
The daughter's 8, but the daughter's in bed. I would much rather you have him move over.
Hey, move over a little bit. Just move on the other side of my leg.
Much rather her not see.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're looking for. If you're willing to help us, we're willing to do whatever we can to make this as uneventful for the baby as possible.
Troopers find their suspect at last.
She's in the truck.
What's up, guys?
Hey. How you doing?
Is you looking for me so deep like that?
How long you been in Alaska since you came back?
Oh, just a couple weeks.
Nothing on you that's gonna... Where's the cigarette? Because you can't take it.
Right there in my pocket.
Right here?
Can I smoke it first? Before you got a lighter?
I got a letter.
All right, Trooper Knoll, my buddy.
You know it. You remembered my name, huh?
My daughter here, man. My daughter here. Yeah, I'm famous, don't you know? That's what everyone's doing. How do you guys know I was at my daughter's house?
Got lucky.
North of Anchorage, Wildlife Trooper Lane Wraith covers a beat of 2,500 square miles, protecting both its two- and four-legged residents.
We're heading to check some bear bait stations that look like they're maybe a little too close to either the road or to somebody's house. Obviously, you don't want to be baiting bears close to somebody's house.
98% of the U.S. brown bear population lives in Alaska. The spring bear hunt brings in thousands of sharpshooters hoping to nab a choice hide. The high stakes make poachers and their illegal sites a constant problem for troopers, who are vastly outnumbered by hunters and their enormous prey.
Between 80 and 90 wildlife troopers in the state of Alaska. If you were to map it all out, we'd each be responsible for 12,000 square miles.
All of which is new territory for Wraith.
We've just switched to what we call the brown shirt side, which is the wildlife troopers. And I wanted to do something a little different, wanted to learn some new things.
After 3.5 years covering the street beach,
Here, 1060.
Trooper Wraith must learn a new set of ropes.
The wildlife side is more about resource management and trying to keep people from overusing or abusing the resources so that they're here for future generations of Alaskans. But as a trooper in Alaska, you can't really turn a blind eye to any sort of violation or a criminal act that you see. You need to take care of it.
But he's not alone today. Trooper Ernie Brent's assisting, and he's brought out the big guns.
It's a 4570 lever action. It has a little more solid power than the shotguns that they issue out to us. You're walking these bait sites, you never know if we're going to run into a bear when we get there or not.
Hunters plant these food stashes specifically to lure bears, so chances are they will.
I mean, they're set up to feed bears. This has kind of been a relatively late year as far as snowfall and cold weather, so they're hungry. If it's going to be me or the animal, I'm going to win every time.
Want to walk up that way?
You're walking these bait sites, you never know if we're going to run into a bear when we get there or not.
So it's saying it's right. Bet you it's over that little hill.
Sometimes these things are a little hard to find.
Can you see that?
The pink warning sign means the station is near. Bait sites make bear hunting easier, but hunters still face huge risks of bear attacks in Alaska.
You can tell that someone's kind of been here recently. You got some mud here. It's freshly overturned, some leaves. Definitely an active site.
And And out here, bears aren't the only danger.
You could get an overzealous hunter who just wants to shoot and may not look and see what he's shooting at. And you got a couple larger objects, us, in darker clothing. You know, they could mistake us for a bear, or that's a real possibility when you're checking these sites. So we'll head out there and see what we see.
They approach with caution.
Can you see that right there? Tree stand.
Looks like I see a bait ball hanging off one of the trees there. Looks like there's a bait barrel right there.
Smell the bait.
So these are attractants. They use various types of bait to attract these bears. Once they smell it, they'll come, find out what's going on, and they'll get in the habit of going back because they know food's there. So they'll go back.
The hunter will check it periodically until he sees that it's getting hit, and then he'll come and sit up here in the stand and wait and hope that a bear shows up. It's definitely an active bait station. Doesn't look like a bear's been hitting it, though.
No bears. But now troopers need to make sure the station's legal.
This is it. This is the only one. They got to be certain distances from houses, businesses, and also roads, train tracks, stuff like that.
There's a building.
I'm going to mark the site right where it is, right here. We're going to go back to that house down there and see how far away he is and measure it in a straight line. He's got to be a mile, so if he's within that mile, it's going to be an illegal site.
Back at the trailhead.
What are we at?
0.18.
It's not even close. It's not like this is an abandoned cabin. I mean, there's obviously people living here. There's vehicles in and out. And this is actually the direction that his stand is facing, too. You know, if he's shooting, it's this direction. So
I think it's a good case.
This site puts people in harm's way, so the hunter could face fines, a hunting ban, or even jail time.
He didn't look either on Google Earth or drive around and check a mile in each direction looking for houses. It's not like he's like 0.98 miles away from a house. He's 0.8 miles. His line of fire is right towards these houses. Whether or not the bullet's going to come through the trees and get here is, you know, I'm not going to sit here and debate that. But the fact of the matter is he is too close.
"250 miles away, a late winter cold front bears down on Fairbanks.
It's gone down below freezing during the day, and it's going into single digits at night. And even though it's 18 degrees right now, this is still warm for Fairbanks.
When the temperature drops, danger follows.
We'll start getting snow machine crashes, four-wheeler crashes. There's always something going on. As soon as you start sliding off the road, your car's going to get tripped up in the snow and it's going to roll. And if you're not wearing your seatbelt, you've got a good chance of being ejected and killed.
You guys are okay? And the roads may have already claimed a victim.
The original complaint was that the vehicle was swerving all over the road and then went into the ditch.
2028, I'll be 1019 as well. Somebody was observing a vehicle driving dangerously and called it in as a ready report and then watched the car as it went off the road into the ditch. So there's another trooper already on his way. We're going to go as well to back him up in case he needs help with traffic control or there's drug or alcohol impairment involved.
Trooper Mealy is en route to the accident until a sudden change of plans.
Fairbanks 34. I'm not going to be able to make it to the ready. I just had a 1050 in front of me.
So the other trooper going to this crash witnessed another crash occur right in front of him. So he's going to have to stop and deal with that. So I'll get there and assess it. If I need another unit to come back me up, I'll ask for it then. There it is. You see that? 2020, 1023.
The truck slid more than 20 yards off the road.
State troopers, you okay? You okay?
No injuries. This man's lucky.
What happened?
Not good.
Yeah, I see that. A little fast, maybe?
No.
He's got a snowplow on the front of the truck, which plowed a bunch of small trees out of the way, and it probably saved him some pretty significant structural damage to his vehicle.
But the driver's not out of the woods yet.
Oh, yeah, I am on probation.
Okay. Do you have to notify him anytime you have contact with us?
I think so.
He's on felony probation for drugs.
All right. Just stay in the car. I'll be back in a minute. 201060.
Trooper Mealy contacts the man's probation officer, who warns him to keep his guard up.
28, witness 1097.
I'll locate from a prior contact with law enforcement. He's made threats to harm law enforcement, been known to carry guns. They've just put a warning in there for any future contact to be careful.
Mealy calls for backup and then takes a statement from a witness.
Hi, did you call?
He was crossing the center line and then all of a sudden went off the road, airborne and up there.
Okay. Can I talk to you for a minute? Yeah. Dispatch just got off the phone with probation. They want us to search your car and get a breath sample.
Okay.
Is there anything in the car we need to know about weapons, drugs, drug paraphernalia?
Yes, sir.
Okay. There's nothing in the truck. All right, you haven't been drinking anything. So I'm gonna ask for a breath sample. You done this before?
Yeah.
If the man blows over the limit, he'll violate his felony probation and could face jail time.
Deep breath, blow until it goes click.
Triple racks.
But he blows all zeros.
You're good to go. There's no drug paraphernalia, nothing suspicious, lots of tools. Obviously a working man now. Pretty cut and dry. Just an accident.
As temperatures continue dropping in Fairbanks, troopers search for people caught outside in the killing cold.
Just hang in there, okay?
Freezing to death isn't just an expression. The cold can creep up on the unprepared. When body temperature drops to about 86, victims lose consciousness. Below 70 degrees, they can die.
People that spend a lot of time on the streets, they're kind of dressed pretty heavy and they think it's fine. They've been walking around at 40 degrees and they tend to kind of relax a little bit. They'll just lay down and go to sleep wherever they want. And then nighttime falls, it's 9 degrees. Boom. They can easily go to sleep and not wake up.
That's the S05E03.
So when Trooper Mulvaney spots something peculiar off the highway, he moves in to get a closer look.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm out with an unconscious native male in the roadway behind First National Bank. I'm not sure yet. Pretty sure he's breathing. What's up, buddy? Doing okay? How's it going?
Taking a break.
You're sleeping right here in front of everybody, man. Can you stand up and walk? It's too cold to go to sleep outside right now.
Not my fault.
Okay, can you stand up?
Yes, sir, I could.
But the man's not alone.
Laying down, actually. Do you know him?
That's my wife.
No. Sit back down. Sit back down. Sit back down. You can't walk. Sit back down. Sit down. Sit down. You're gonna hurt yourself. He's gonna go to sleep off. For what? Because you're too intoxicated to be out in public. You're gonna hurt yourself.
I'll take care of him, sir.
Well, are you intoxicated?
Yes, sir.
Well, I can't let another intoxicated person take care of a severely intoxicated person. And he's just gonna lay down in the street and he might freeze to death tonight. Come on.
But the woman isn't ready to say goodbye.
Hold on. Step back. Step back. Step back. Step back over there right now. Go. Okay? 12 hours.
Mulvaney checks the man's blood alcohol content.
Okay, ready? Keep going, keep going. All right, thank you.
He may have saved this man's life.
Well, he was at a .330, the DUI is a .08. Your average party, you're probably going to be a .10 or .15. And he was well over that. You know, he's euphoric, he's got alcohol pumping through his system, he feels warmer than he is. You don't want him to go curl up somewhere and die. Watch your foot.
As night falls, Alaska's other residents are feeling the harsh winter as well.
Right now we're heading to an injured moose that apparently tries to keep getting up but then falls back down again. If it is suffering, then we want to make sure that we don't have that suffering continue. What are you guys doing tonight?
We were just riding around, saw a moose right here. We're going to take some pictures of it, send it to some friends in the lower 48. We got up, tried to get on the road, and then fell down. Every time we went to go take a step, his alarm would just fold.
Okay. We'll walk up here. I'll find out if it's moving or not. Maybe they'll try to stand up for me. There it is up there. Okay. I'll go ahead and dispatch it. Make sure it doesn't suffer any more than it has to.
But in the deep Alaskan snow, getting close enough to the moose is a challenge.
I might be able to get you right up over here, and then you can just...
Tell you what, if you want to get up over the hill, I'll just hop on. Okay. Oh, got it. Oh, shit. Got it. I'm moving so far away. The calf's been dispatched. If you would contact the next charity, have them start this way. The meat will not go to waste. They'll process the moose on scene and provide meat for families who otherwise couldn't afford it.
In Wasilla,
so this should be fun.
Trooper Eric Taylor is on the trail of a courthouse no-show.
This is a $1,000 warrant for failure to appear. Original charge of assault 3 DUI. Warrant's about 3 weeks old right now. She probably thought she was going to have to spend some time in jail, so she just didn't show up for court.
So it's up to the troopers to serve a warrant, which isn't always easy.
Usually they know they have a warrant, they'll lie about who they are, and then you have to do a little digging. She's known to be hostile towards law enforcement, so we're going to come out here with 2 units. You go here for a warrant, you never know what you're going to find.
They leave the cruiser down the road to avoid drawing attention.
Let's go see what kind of trouble we can get into. These are the houses I don't like walking up on. Yep. How's it going? I am trying to locate.
I have no idea. Somebody named lived here before. Yeah.
That was our female?
I have no idea. I just know that.
Do you know when she moved out?
It's been here since last August.
Okay, so about a year.
Their suspect's long gone.
That wasn't her. The one we're looking for is a little bit older.
But the troopers may have some new business here.
See anything in the back?
Yeah, I smelled it when I was coming through there.
Trooper Lopez was walking around the house and smelled dope.
The unannounced visit isn't for nothing.
Can you come outside with me?
Somebody here have a medical marijuana card?
Is there any weed in the shed out back, or?
Not that I know of, no, sir.
No? So why would he smell weed?
I don't know.
There's something in there.
This is my brother's house.
Is he coming home today?
He should be home at some point.
You can definitely smell there's dope in that shed. We're going to sit on the house. We're going to pretty much seize it until we get a search warrant and go in that shed.
Then, out of nowhere...
What's your name? Hey, how you doing?
It's the woman's brother.
Next on Drugs Inc. In Philly, dead clients mean good business.
An overdose is good for sales because, wow, it's good enough to kill somebody. Yes.
Drugs Inc. Next on National Geographic.
What's your name? Hey, how you doing? Trooper Lopez is walking around the house and he smelled marijuana. And I can kind of smell marijuana on you right now.
You were in the shed.
I was just messing around.
I thought I heard something move around in there.
You got any plants in the shed? Any marijuana in the shed?
No, sir.
Okay, would you give us consent to go in the shed and check it out?
No, sir.
Okay.
The man denies the search. So Sergeant Wegson arrives to lay down the law.
We're not interested in taking anybody to jail. But we have the issue of the growing marijuana. We're not going to go away without solving that problem. How many plants do you have in there? Is it like 1,000? Or is it like some personal use, 20, 30, 40, something like that? Like maybe 10? If you got 10 plants, I'll tell you what we're going to do. And I'm statutorily obligated to do this. I'm going to cut them down and I'm going to walk away. But if you don't cooperate, we do get a warrant, I'm going to cut them down, walk away, and you could be facing criminal charges. I'm not going to take you to jail if what you're telling me is correct in there. If you got dead bodies in there, that's a different story. Choice is yours. What would you like to do?
I don't want to go to jail, man.
Okay. I don't blame you.
You can take them.
Okay.
The man finally consents and unveils his budding operation.
24 that are still growing, 12 lights. You got away fairly lucky on this one, I'll be honest with you. And don't let it be next time. It's just that simple. Start clipping. You got a trash bag?
He had 24 plants and 3 cut plants. He was working on processing some. He said, I'm done. You know, this is stern enough warning for me, so we'll forward charges to the DA, and the DA can prosecute at a later date. We were unable to contact our warrant. This is a little better. It's like icing on the cake.
Protecting the Alaskan public is a year-round job, and when spring comes to the capital city of Juneau, there's a lot more to protect.
Juneau's a major tourist town, like a lot of towns here in Southeast. 10 to 13,000 people a day in and out.
The area's renowned wildlife lures travelers looking to walk on the wild side, but the photogenic fauna isn't always friendly.
People don't realize the danger that these bears pose, and the amount of power that these bears have could really do some damage to humans if they decide to.
With more people encroaching on wildlife habitat, bear attacks are on the rise. Just a year ago, a bear killed a tourist snapping photos in Denali National Park.
Every year, we have to push people back and remind them not to get too close. What's going on here?
Up ahead, Trooper Josh Bent spots trouble.
Here comes a major traffic jam.
It's a sow, and she's not alone.
Oh, look at that little cub hanging on to its mama.
The cute cubs attract major attention, which their mama bear doesn't welcome.
That car probably is pushing it, getting a little bit close. Oh yeah, she's aware of the traffic. I hope they don't get out of the car.
The sows are very protective of their cubs. If they get too close to people, the sow could interpret that as an attack and could respond towards people.
As the bears attract more and more attention, the traffic itself becomes a menace.
Well, that guy leaves and the other one pulls right in to take its spot. See what I mean with this car here? The hind end of the car sticking out in the road, which causes a traffic hazard. We have multiple issues here. We have the lady on the bicycle, we have the traffic coming this way, we have the traffic hazard here, we have traffic coming from the other way, and we have the bears.
The situation reaches a tipping point.
Come on, guy. This is the problem right here.
The man is 30 feet from the sow. She can be on him in 5 seconds flat.
She's not happy.
Her posture changed.
She squared towards that van so she can get a better view of it. It's just not a very safe situation.
Now, Trooper Bentz must put himself in harm's way.
Sir, get back in your truck, please. Get back in your truck.
All the prying eyes finally drive the sow and her cubs away.
Oh, there she goes. Well, some people got a good show.
Thankfully, a show is all they got.
People travel to Alaska just to see bears like we just saw them. So they lose sight of everything except for that bear, and they'll do things that might not be the best idea.
That's amazing.
Yeah, this is a reoccurring theme that I'm sure people have been dealing with in my position for 50 years.